take us through that one. Now it seemed like a pretty fun fight.
Yeah.
For us, at least. Maybe was it fun for you?
Yeah, it was fun. Jody was super tough. Thank you. She came forward a lot, and I felt like, especially after the first round, I was able to time my shots pretty well. I was able to time like punches and knees and shuck her off me. So I felt really good. I felt like we had like a solid game plan, and I felt like I was able to execute it.
Do you look at things like betting odds and stuff like that? You know how big of a favorite you were in that fight? I think you were the biggest favorite on the card.
Hey, so they still have faith in me. Cool.
That's fantastic, but I think it kind of also surprised some people too, because she's tough, and I'm sure you knew that she was tough coming in. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I think people just recognize my face. They've seen me since Tough, so that was like 5 years ago that I came onto the scene. And everyone remembers my fight with Andrade. Even though I lost, it was a scrap, and I was able to drop Andrade. So I think people see that when they see my name. And with Jody, she hasn't really made a big splash on the scene yet. She's super tough. I think if you give her some more green opponents, she's gonna shine there and kind of build a fandom or whatever. But like, I think you see Angela Hill and you're like, oh, I know that person. I'm bet on her.
You obviously took this one on pretty short notice, yeah? Talk about that a little bit and like what that did in terms of getting ready for this thing, because did you pick stuff up from what Jessica was planning for, or were you just all on your own?
Yeah, Jessica had like the longest fight camp for her, just because the day of the fight back in, I think it was like mid-April, she twisted her ankle, so they rebooked or not mid-April, like February, she twisted her ankle, so they rebooked it. So we've been thinking, like, all of us have been thinking about Jody for like a good few months. So I knew her style, I knew what I thought Jessica would be able to do to her, and a lot of those things kind of coincide with how I would attack her too. So like when I got the opportunity to fight her, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I already have a vague idea of what I want to do, and we just went from there.
Tell me a little bit about what you want next, what you want from here. Obviously, huge one for you. I mean, anytime you need to get one and you do, it's huge.
Yeah.
But what are you thinking about now for down the road?
I'm just hoping this proves that, I'm always ready to fight. I stay active. I'm in the gym every day. I'm learning every day. I train hard. And I don't have an off season. So even if I go on vacation for a week, I still come back ready to go. So I'm hoping this proves to the matchmakers, to Dana and everyone, that like, if you need someone to come in, I'm the person to call. I'm your Huckleberry. I'm your Cerrone. Like, put me in. I'm ready.
Would you prefer to have like a full nice 2.5-3 month fight camp and get back in there like in the summer?
I don't need that. I don't need that stress. No, I say it a lot, but like sometimes I feel like there's less pressure going into a short notice fight, just because I don't have a lot of time to dwell about it and think about that actual person. I'm just training and improving myself. So I'm not really thinking about, oh, what am I going to do to beat this person? I'm thinking about, how do I become the fighter that I want to be? So I even told my manager, like, hey, next time, just don't tell me I have a matchup. Just say, you got to fight this date. And then don't tell me who it is. But I'm joking. I want to know. But, yeah, either way, I'm ready to go. 8-week fight camp, 2-week fight camp. Put me in.
This is your second fight in Florida. Tell us a little bit about the crowd out here.
I love the crowd in Florida. I feel like it's like my lucky state or something. My last one was in Florida, so I'm definitely happy to get another one in the books. I felt like it was way too long since I felt this feeling. So yeah, I'm stoked to be here. I love the people. They pump me up. Like, I could hear people yelling positive things. One person said overhand. I was like, hey, why not? And so yeah, Florida's awesome.
You were joking a little bit about the training and not wanting to know the fighter, but how does it change when you're training and then training for a fight?
I think, well, for me, like, I party a lot more when I don't have a fight booked. Like 2 weeks ago, I was in a strip club in Atlanta. So like that, I was regretting that a little bit when I got the notice for a fight, but as you can see, it doesn't make that much of a difference. But I do like to eat a little cleaner. I like to not go out and party and get drunk when I have a fight. But aside from that, I'm pretty much doing the same thing. Maybe a few less sprints that week, but I'm still going into pro class every day. I'm still working on my grappling, working on my wrestling, doing pads with my coaches, all that stuff.
You realize you just wrote a bunch of headlines for all of us, like Angela Hill, 2 weeks ago I was in a strip club in Atlanta.
I feel like that was like empowering for me. It was like the first time I've been to an all-black strip club, and I'm like, yo, these girls are hot, you know? So it was awesome, yeah.
And you won. So
And
there
I
you go.
won. I felt the power of, you know,
Now it's a good luck charm.
the strippers. Yeah.
Appreciate it.